Laksa is best described in 3 words: aromatic, spicy, and utterly delicious. This noodle soup has captured the hearts and taste buds of many across Southeast Asia. But did you know that there's a whole world of laksas beyond the familiar bowls you find at your local Malaysian or Singaporean joint? Yes, laksa comes in various forms you never knew, and you would be shocked to find out which was the celebrity chef Gordon Ramsay's favorite. Let's get right into it. A brief history and evolution. Before we dive headfirst into the world of obscure laksas, let's take a quick stroll down history lane. The term laksa is believed to have originated from the Sanskrit word lakshasa, which means 100,000. Quite fitting considering the myriad of variations that have sprung up over the years. The emergence of laksa can be traced back to the 15th century when Chinese traders and immigrants settled in the bustling port cities of the Malaysian peninsula. They brought with them a wealth of culinary knowledge, which mingled with the flavors and ingredients of the region. This paved the way for the birth of laksa, a dish that seamlessly blended Chinese techniques with local Malaysian ingredients. The earliest versions of laksa were likely much simpler than the elaborate bowls we savor today. They often consisted of rice noodles soaked in a broth made from coconut milk, spices, and possibly seafood or other available proteins. Over the centuries, laksa underwent a process of adaptation and refinement. As trade routes expanded, so did the variety of ingredients available. The addition of aromatic herbs like lemongrass, galangal, and kaffir lime leaves elevated the complexity of laksa's flavors, while the introduction of dried shrimp, belacan, and tamarind provided new layers of depth. As laksa spread across the region, each locality put its own unique stamp on the dish. The Penang version, for instance, took on a distinctive sour note with the incorporation of tamarind and mackerel. Meanwhile, in Singapore, katong laksa gained fame for its fiery kick and finely shredded fish. In recent decades, laksa has transcended geographical boundaries. It has become a symbol of culinary fusion and a testament to the global appeal of Southeast Asian cuisine. You'll now find it on menus in cities around the world, from New York to Sydney, where chefs experiment with different variations and interpretations. Incorporation of laksa into other foods. Now, here's where things get intriguing. Laksa's versatility doesn't stop at being just a soup. It has infiltrated other culinary realms, giving rise to unique creations like laksa-flavored potato chips, pasta, and even instant noodles, which I bet you had never known existed. Ever tried a bag of laksa-flavored chips? If not, you're missing out on a crunch that packs a punch. The zesty combination of coconut, chili, and lemongrass gives these chips an addictive quality that's hard to resist. And who would have thought that laksa could cozy up to pasta? Yes, you heard that right, laksa pasta. Now, some purists might say, hey, noodles are for laksa, pasta is for marinara or alfredo. Well, we say rules are meant to be broken when it tastes this good. The creamy laksa sauce draped over linguine or spaghetti creates a fusion of flavors that will have you questioning why you didn't try it sooner. Just add some shrimp, tender chicken, or crispy tofu, and you've got yourself a pasta experience that's sure to make you a laksa lover for life. And if you're pressed for time or feeling particularly lazy, there's always the instant noodles route. The college student's best friend has also gotten a laksa makeover, a quick and easy way to get that laksa fix on the go. These instant noodles bring a taste of Southeast Asia to your kitchen in a matter of minutes. Just boil some water, dunk in those instant laksa noodles, and you're on your way to a piping hot bowl of comfort. Regional variations of laksa. Now, let's take a deeper dive into the regional variations of laksa, exploring the unique qualities that make each type stand out. These delicious dishes offer a taste of local culture, history, and culinary innovation. Katong laksa, Singapore. Katong laksa is a beloved Singaporean laksa variant, known for its rich and creamy coconut milk-based broth with a spicy twist. And this is what got the celebrity chef Gordon Ramsay dancing on his tippy toes. Not literally, but you get what I mean. Gordon Ramsay visited the famous 328 Katong Laksa in Singapore, and after a course meal, he had to testify to the wonders of Katong Laksa. And you should know one thing, if Gordon Ramsay approves of any food, then you're sure for a fact that it's truly amazing. So, to whip up a steaming bowl of Katong Laksa, you'll need a few key ingredients. The star of the show is coconut milk, which gives the laksa its rich and creamy base. Complementing this is the laksa paste, a fragrant blend of lemongrass, shrimp paste, and chili that imparts the broth with its signature kick. For protein, you can choose between prawns, chicken, or cockles, all of which are cut into smaller, bite-sized pieces for easy enjoyment. Making katong laksa is a relatively simple process. Begin by simmering the coconut milk and laksa paste over medium heat in a large pot. Stir until the flavors are well combined and you're greeted with a mouth-watering aroma. Next, add your choice of protein, prawns, chicken, or cockles, and let them cook until they're tender and delicious. To serve, place a portion of the thick rice vermicelli in a bowl and ladle the hot laksa broth over it. Top it off with fresh bean sprouts and, if you like, some sliced fish cake and a sprinkle of laksa leaves and chili powder for that extra oomph. What even sets katong laksa apart from other laksas is its ingenious way of presentation. To make it even more convenient for diners, it's typically served with a pair of scissors. The idea is simple. You can snip the noodles into more manageable lengths, making the whole dining experience a breeze. No need to fuss around with unruly noodles. Just cut, mix, and enjoy. Sarawak laksa. Let's zoom in on Sarawak laksa, a laksa variation that hails from the beautiful Malaysian state of Sarawak. Unlike its spicier cousins, Sarawak laksa offers a milder, more aromatic experience that's perfect for those who prefer a gentler touch of spice. Preparing Sarawak laksa uses articulate yet simple and precise steps. First, the laksa paste is gently cooked in a pot, allowing its flavors to bloom and meld with the coconut milk. This creates the rich and aromatic base that characterizes Sarawak laksa. Next, the chosen protein, whether it's tender chicken or succulent prawns, is introduced to the simmering pot. These ingredients cook gently in the flavored broth, absorbing the essence of the laksa paste and coconut milk. Finally, the dish is plated with a generous serving of thick rice vermicelli, creating a satisfying foundation for the creamy broth and protein. A sprinkle of fresh coriander leaves adds a final touch of brightness to the dish. Penang laksa. When it comes to laksa, Penang doesn't mess around. This Malaysian island is renowned for its flavorful cuisine, and Penang laksa is no exception. What sets it apart is its tangy, invigorating broth, which is made using a combination of mackerel fish, tamarind, and shrimp paste. To whip up this zesty concoction, locals start by simmering mackerel fish in a pot of water until it's tender and flaky. The fish is then taken out, and the liquid is jazzed up with tamarind pulp for that signature tang. The shrimp paste, a pungent but essential ingredient, is mixed in to give the broth an extra boost of flavor. As for the noodles, Penang laksa goes for round, thicker rice noodles, which are cooked separately and set aside, ready to soak up the delicious broth. One of the unique features of Penang laksa is the addition of fresh pineapple slices, which adds a fruity twist that complements the spicy broth perfectly. It's a surprising touch that takes the dish to a whole new level. Laksa Johor. Laksa Johor hails from the southern state of Johor in Malaysia. What makes this dish stand out is its rich, velvety sauce and distinctive serving style. Simply put, it's a dish fit for royalty and a must-try for any laksa lover. The star of Laksa Johor is a sauce which is made from a blend of dried shrimp, turmeric, galangal, and a mix of spices, which is then ground into a fine paste and cooked slowly to develop its deep, complex flavors. Next, a generous amount of coconut milk is added to the sauce, which creates a creamy base that's then simmered until it reaches a velvety consistency. Now, here comes the distinctive twist. Instead of using the customary rice or egg noodles, Laksa Johor is traditionally served with a special type of spaghetti known as spaghettini or capellini. This fine pasta complements the richness of the sauce, allowing its flavors to stand out richly. Laksam. Laksam is a slightly lesser-known but equally delicious member of the laksa family and hails from the northeastern region of Malaysia, particularly the states of Kelantan and Terengganu. The heart and soul of laksam lies in its silky smooth rice noodles known as laksam noodles. These noodles are made by blending rice flour, water, and a touch of tapioca starch to create a batter. The batter is then spread thinly on a steaming tray and cooked until it forms a delicate, slightly translucent sheet. Once cooled, the sheet is rolled up and sliced into thick, luscious noodles. The broth is where the magic truly happens. It's prepared by simmering coconut milk with a mixture of ground fish, ginger, lemongrass, and other herbs and spices, which creates a rich, creamy base that's both soothing and bursting with flavor. That's not all. Toppings are key to elevating the dish's flavor profile. Fresh herbs like cilantro and mint add a burst of freshness, while a sprinkle of finely sliced shallots provides a subtle crunch. A squeeze of lime brightens up the flavors, and a dash of chili paste for those who enjoy a bit of heat can be added to taste. And there you have it, a dish perfect for any time or season.